Hi, I'm Kirstin Kelly. Patreon is a crowdfunding website that helps fund these videos. Thank you so much to all my patrons who already support me. If you'd like to join them, please check out my website, Kirstin Kelly Equestrian, or look in the description of this video. Today's video is about engaging the horse's hindquarters. Every single horse needs to make sure that he's engaging, lifting his shoulders and becoming stronger and more powerful. So I'm going to give you quite a few exercises that you should do every day. It's not one exercise that needs to be done, it's a whole series. And that way there you're constantly saying to the horse, transfer more weight onto his hindquarters, lift his shoulders and become lighter and more powerful and nicer to ride. So I've got 3 exercises that I'm going to go over today to help engage the quarters. Each of these will have a specific video already done on them. So if you want any more details, go and have a look on the playlist because there's heaps of information there. I'll put all the links in the description. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the square exercise, which helps encourage the horse to turn his shoulders. So show me that little square there, Claudia. That's it. And you can see what we're doing is we're teaching the horse to move his shoulders. That's it. If you do that, others keep doing that. So the aids to this exercise are basically your inside leg stays pretty quiet. Your outside leg and your outside hand are the one which close against the horse's side and against the neck to encourage him to turn his front end. So by being able to turn his front end, he actually has to use his hindquarters more. So the first thing you do is start in the walk with the square. The inside hand just leads him so it begins that turn, but the outside hand is basically what's doing most of the work. It's a fabulous exercise in walk, trot and canter. The next exercise we're going to do will be halt trot. Now when you go halt trot, it's really important that you don't think halt walk trot. It's got to go ping straight up in the air and trot, and so we'll go through that in a minute as well. And then lastly we're going to do some canter walks because that helps sit the horses back on his hindquarters again. So Claudia, those are really nice squares, that's it. So what I'm going to get you to do now is pick up the trot, and I'm going to get you to trot a couple of those. That's it. So remember, turning the shoulders, ride dead straight, turn the shoulder, keep him round, keep him organised, that's it, turn the shoulder. So this way, his shoulder is a bit heavy, you can feel that. So by lifting the inside rein slightly, it'll help keep the flexion and it'll stop him from falling in. So whenever you look at a horse and you're trying to engage him more, analyse what he does on the square. So on this rein, you can see the horse clearly is heavy on the inside shoulder. So instead of being about turning his shoulders, it's about keeping him stepped up into the outside rein and holding him out on the square a little bit. Feel the difference then? So you were thinking all about the turn like you did the other way, but this is about holding his outside rein up and keeping him up in the shoulder and not falling in. Very good. Keep a hold of that outside rein. Don't let him fall in. Inside rein, a little lift for your flexion. That's it. And then walk. Watch your flexion. He's bent to the outside. See if you can bend him to the inside again. And this is very common. This horse is a big baby, you know, he's still a bit uncoordinated. And you can see every time he gets to the corner this way, he falls in. So half halt by squeezing the outside rein, pause, use a little more inside leg and get that feeling of him turning but staying around the inside leg. So the other way was, he's hard to turn, so you have to create that feeling of the outside rein bringing his shoulders around. But this way, it's about stopping his shoulders from falling in. That's it. Let's go left again now. And so now what I want you to do is we're going to do another exercise, halt trot. So I want you to ask him to halt. That's it. Ask him to come round so you've got a bit of engagement with a little squeeze. That's it. Now ask him to trot. But, hang on. But before you do, what I want you to do is think that it's not just close your legs and ask him to trot. I want you to think that as you ask him to trot, that you grow taller, because you want him to lift his shoulders up into the trot. And to be able to really propel forward, it's about pushing with the hind legs, but it's also about lifting his shoulders. Okay, so the first one may be a bit sluggish, so we'll do a whole lot. Halt, trot, so that he learns to sit, but he also learns to propel up and light. Okay, prepare to trot and trot. Grow and leg. And he's a very cruisy horse, so you know, he takes a little while to get motivated. Let's ask him to halt again. Good, ask him to come a little rounder. And trot, grow, and good. And you could see there, although we lost the roundness, it had a much more of a ping as he trotted off. That's it, prepare to halt again. Keep him round. That's it, good correction there. You just put your legs on when he started to back up. Prepare to trot and trot. Good. And you could see as he went, he started to push more with his hindquarters and he kept his shoulders up. Right, now prepare to walk. Third exercise for engaging the hindquarters is about walk to canter, canter walk. So when you ask him for canter, think about rolling your inside seat bone underneath when you ask, using your inside leg at the girth, little slide back with that outside leg. The outside contact keeps your roundness and your connection, and your inside hand will just lead him, so you encourage him to step into the left lead. Right, prepare to canter, and tucking that inside seat bone and canter. Good boy. That's it. And you can see he's big and a little bit behind the leg. We need to keep thinking, jump, bounce, bounce. Now prepare to walk, engage your core, and woo. Good boy. So just to go over that, I'm going to get you to keep practicing your walk to canter, canter walks. And I'm just going to talk a little bit while you're doing it, okay? So I want you just to carry on and have a little bit of a play. So remembering, tuck your inside seat bone under when you ask him to canter. Ready, and canter. Oh, good. And when you think about your downward transition, it's brace through your obliques. It's bear down through your core. You could also finish it with a little squeeze through your thigh. The chest is staying up. Good. Now, if your horse, he has done this a bit because his canter's so weak, we've been doing lots of walk, canter, canter, walk. But if you've got a horse that won't come back to you in the canter, then what you do is you come along here. When you get to this point here, you go outside, you know the square exercise feel? You go close the outside rein against the shoulder, close your outside thigh to bring the shoulder over. You lead him with the inside, and as you make that turn, it's engaging the inside hind leg, and it encourages them to step through and then get you a nicer walk, canter walk. So I want you to canter around here, and at this point here, make this little turn right on the point of the turn where he steps on his inside hind leg. I want you to ask him to walk. You could even do so with a little bit of a verbal encouragement and go woo, so he learns that the turn is helping him come back. Okay, let's pick up the canter. So try to get a little bit more of a jump. That's a 4-beat floppy canter. That's it. Turn your head and look. Use your outside rein and your outside thigh. Turn and woo. Woo. Turn. Good. That's it. Excellent. Okay, I might get you just to do that one more time. Prepare to canter and canter. Good boy. Make sure you follow it up with maybe just another little tap with your heel after he canters. That's it. Tiny bit more canter. There you go. Turn your head, outside rein, outside thigh, and turn and woo. Woo, turn, turn, turn. Keep turning. That's it. So what we want to think about is that you're turning him onto like a little 5-meter circle to help him sit underneath himself and really get his weight back onto his hindquarters. Now remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, so it's not something that you'll just do once and you'll suddenly go, gosh, look how engaged his hindquarters are. It's always a work in progress. But if every day you pile in lots of exercises, that's going to develop the right muscles and the right balance for your horse.